That is system.net web exception. The remote server returned an error 403 forbidden.
What is the .NET version you are using? Can you right-click the solution project and check the version of the .NET
Okay.
application? So there is no option to share screen from your end.
No. Can you see it?
Yes, I'm able to. The remote server returned error or not. You didn't pass the credentials, right? For the client
Yeah.
context.
Yes. Yes. It is a different code you have run last time. I did not try that code.
Okay, fine.
This
Anyway,
is
for this client context also, we need to pass the credentials. Then only it will work. So we need to give the same SharePoint online credentials. That line you need to add. This is the one you are trying to get the data from the SharePoint list. Okay, where
yes.
we try to add item. You are trying to get the list item. Okay. So one thing, add that one line and try client context dot one line is there helping you.
Mhm.
Stop execution.
Uh, why it is showing there?
Actually, we need to change it to a secure string. I'll give you one more line. That's, changing the string to secure string. You can hover that error message. So from there you can get an idea why it is throwing error. Argument you cannot convert string to system dot security dot secure string. You can read. So we are directly giving as a string value. That's why it is throwing error. But for the parameter, we need to pass as a secure string. Okay. I think you. Actually, you need to give secure string. Login name or password does not match the same error message, right?
Yes, is not match.
Not sure actually why it is not working here, but can you, so in your environment, client environment, can you try to execute? So you will get some result. I don't think there is something wrong with the code. This is the correct code, okay. So something related with the account only issues, something related with the account, something related to a disabling MFA, and they are not giving some access. Might be they might have some restriction. That's why we are not getting the result.
Maybe.
After the class, if your client environment site is accessible outside, means can you try with the credentials and check, because you are not going to do anything, right? You are going to read the data, right? You know the
Uh,
policy, so if they say not allowed, you don't try. Okay. If
yes.
it's something, some test site and you can try to access it, you check with that.
Uh,
Either your
Currently,
client
I'm
or
not.
after the class you can try.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Actually, this is a different computer, so
Okay. Okay. Fine. Okay.
if it is possible, I'll try. If it
Mm.
allows me to do that, I'll try to run this.
Okay. Mm.
Uh, I have one more doubt. These are the syntax, right? So
Yes.
these are common for every list.
Every
If
list. Yes,
we,
correct.
yes, if you want to retrieve any list from that particular SharePoint, this
Oh.
list should be present here, like a data type. Am I correct?
Can you please repeat?
Sorry.
Can you please repeat? I didn't get the last point what you said.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, in here, we
Oh,
are retrieving this test one list from this particular SharePoint.
yes, correct.
So if now here we are retrieving the list so that we have defined it as list. We have
Correct.
declared it as list.
Yes.
So if you want to retrieve some elements in that from that particular list,
Oh.
so we need to add get items from
Yeah.
this list. So
From
list
that
dot
list, you
get
are
item.
applying the filter to get the list items. Correct.
Yes, these are common for every
Everywhere.
code.
Yeah, correct. Yes, correct.
Uh, is there any more particular here we for this list we are using list here.
Oh.
Mm, is there are any something can I say any keywords like this?
Uh, there are many activities available, right? This is the code to get list items. Okay, there are
Mm-hmm.
code to add fields into the list, add content type, create content type at the site collection level, uh, breaking the permission, adding user to the permission group. All the out of the box activities we are doing, right? Everything we can do through client object model.
Okay.
Okay, so you know the structure. Right? How you will add user into the web? You will go to the site and site settings, select the group, add user, right? Same way. First, we need to get site collection object, then web object. From there, instead of list, we need to get the group collection. Okay, you can Google it. It will directly give the classes which are available to add user in the group. Everything. Try to Google add users in the SharePoint group using CSOM.
Yeah. And I have another one. When I go through this link, that is
Ah,
retrieving fields from that particular list. Here
okay.
it has user client context, client context. So
Ah,
a client context will be used in CSOM.
correct.
In SOM we use sp.list. Here
Um,
they have used both.
no,
Sorry.
this is sp dot list. They are not referring that. You can see on top. You can see right using sp equal to Microsoft dot SharePoint dot client.
Yeah.
Okay, so that namespace they have given as SP. Okay, SP equal to Microsoft.SharePoint.client. Okay, uh, for to use that reference, they have given SP dot. Okay, in your code you can remove using that SP equal to. Then you don't need to give SP dot. This is
Uh,
that
yes.
reference
In
they have
here
given.
also I have removed that SP part here.
Okay, fine. Yeah, same code only. Yeah, you don't need to give that. In here also they are using same sp dot list. Okay.
Yes. This is link you, right?
Uh, this is not link you. In the load, they are, what is that? Lambda expression.
Okay.
Okay. Here you can see list items they are loading. No, list names they are loading. Okay. So they are not loading list items. They are loading all the lists in the site collections. Whether list is hidden or list title, number of list item, everything they are loading here. Okay, this is about something you want to get like number of list and libraries available in particular web for migration activity. You can write this control application. You get that report. Whether it is inheriting, permission inheriting is done. Everything you can check from here.
And so for every CSOM code, these are common. First, we need to create a client context.
Um,
Like we need to create one object using
yes,
this client
till
context.
web it is
And
common.
yeah,
After the web
and
only,
after that, if you want to retrieve list items or something, we need to first put the list now here. Like
correct,
list or list is equal to get item by title.
correct.
Get by title. Yeah. After that, if
Yes,
you want to retrieve list items from that particular list, we use get items by uh, whatever they have defined like
get
ID or
items.
title
If
or
you need
state
all
or
items, you can get items, or else you can pass camel query. One more option, if you know the ID, get item by ID, you can give. Okay. This is for list item. Same way, if you want to give permission to the SharePoint group means web, from there you need to get the group name, and you need to declare user, and group name dot add, you need to pass that username. Okay, the same structure will be the same. Okay, only thing is you need to know the syntax, that if you Google it and you will find it and you can easily add. Okay.
and I have one more mm, here we are using Visual Studio. Like we are writing the code in C sharp.
Yes,
Uh, is the CSOM and SharePoint framework are different or same?
both are different. Okay. CSOM is written in, as you said, C sharp. It runs in only in .NET. Okay. SharePoint framework, it's not a C sharp code. Okay. There we'll be using
React and Angular.
React, TypeScript, and if we can use based on client recommend. They may, if they recommend, we can use AngularJS as well. Okay, so mostly Microsoft is recommending to use React.
Yeah, okay. Are we covering the topic in
Yeah,
this
yes.
training?
Let's cover. Yeah, yes. We'll go one by one. Yeah. Mostly there we will not use this CSAM code. We will use REST APIs only. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Uh, I mm, I remember that for that SharePoint framework, we don't need to write that this code from scratch. I guess
Uh,
we have give a few commands in the command prompt, and it will create
yes,
some code.
it will create the
After that,
solution same way.
based on our requirement, we need to write that code like creating list from that
Correct, correct.
point and providing column validations or something.
Yes, yes, correct. So yeah, it will give default template. Using the
Yes.
default template, it will create a project. Okay, there we need to do modification in for our purpose. Okay,
Yeah.
that we will let's cover. Okay, what there is a React lifecycle. and method where we need to go. Everything will cover. Okay, we'll see one by one. If you are okay with these concept server object model, client object model, and REST API, then we'll go to that part. SAP framework and how to build a SPFX and the extension also one part is there. We'll see SPFX widgets and the extension. Then we'll see. We sure we'll cover Power Automate. If possible, we'll see Power Platform as well. Okay.
Okay. And the namespace is not like this, right? We can use
We
any
can
namespace we want.
give namespace like this, no issues. And say for in your, can you go to the folder? Sorry, go to the project.
Okay. Here I have given a different.
Right click any of the right click the project here in the right hand side. Add new folder. Add. Come down. Add. Uh, New folder. Give some name. Something any name. Constants or common helper. Helper you can name helper. Okay. Now right click the folder and add new CS file. New item. Class file. Give the class file name as common helper. You can see right. The namespace automatically it came like SharePoint one dot helper.
Yeah.
Okay, inside folder you created. So for that folder reference, they change the namespace as they have added a namespace. Okay. In the parent class or somewhere, if you create some other folder, if you want to reference from this class, you need to pass this namespace SharePoint one dot helper namespace. Okay. Namespace name you can give a dot and all. It is common only. You can give.
Got it. Uh, as of now,
No.
these are my doubts. I'll try to run this code in that server.
Yeah, okay. Yes.
If I get
Let yes.
can I stop
Try to
again?
okay. Try to run and try to do other activities as well as we discussed. Okay. Get
Okay.
the list
Yeah.
property. Try to change the list property instead of. So first you try to try with the list item properties, adding the field value, adding something like that. You try with that. So after that, try with changing the list property. Then at web level, you try to do creating the content type, creating field at the web level. So everything we can say, okay, and deleting the site, deleting the list, deleting the items, all the activities you can try. Okay, once you are familiar with it, you won't find any issues. Okay, okay, and most probably they may ask you to. Sometimes not all the interviewer, they may ask you to write any code. Okay, so if you know the structure means you will write right. There won't be any issues. First you will write the client context, the web, and then whatever the activities they are giving, you can write it. Okay. Let me share screen. And you can add multiple projects in same solution. Okay, yesterday I tried to run with PNP code one more project. Okay, there also it didn't success. Okay, so here at the solution level I'm saying if you want some complex projects and all, they will add multiple projects in same solution. Okay, so it will be like this only. You can see client object model demo is one project, PNP core demo is one project. Okay, both are control application. And if you want, you can see this client object model demo is bold color. This is in normal color. Okay, the difference is this is the one like startup project means if you execute this solution, this project only it will get execute. Okay, if you want to change the startup project, you can right click and change to set as a startup project option and all that. You can change that. Okay, if not needed, let it be. And if there are multiple projects, you can see here which projects to be executed. You need to select that and you can execute, or else by default the startup project will get executed. Okay, this is one thing. And one more thing, you can see debug, and this is the mode of execution. Okay, debug and release. Okay, usually when we are developing some application, the code should be in debug mode. uh, Okay, then only we can keep breakpoint and we can find if there is any issues, or if there is any modification error, we can find it out and we can change. Okay, when we are going to give the package for the deployment, or we are going to add somewhere in the production means, first we need to change it into release mode. Okay, then only we need to take backup or take package whatever it is. We need to, after keeping it in release mode only, we need to share the code to the production environment. Okay, if we share as it is, there may be some performance issue. And even if they are having some code runner like finding the best practice, those things and all, it will identify and some questions will come. Okay, so it is always when we are sharing the code to the deployment, it is always recommended to have it in release mode. Okay, you can see I kept it in release mode, and I'm executing the client object model demo. It didn't hit the breakpoint because it is in release mode. You can see bin release client object model. Okay, client object model using just, okay, I'm changing it to debug and save. Okay, this is the one more thing I wanted to tell you. And one more best practice. Yeah, as I already told, so always try to remove and start using, do the commands for each method. Add item in this list. Add comments. Okay. And try catch flag. All those things by default it should be there in our code. Okay. That's it. We'll see. I'm going to SharePoint online site. I'll see with JSON how it will run. Okay. And for basic difference, what I said. So for CSOM, we need to explicitly pass credentials, and then only it will work. For JSON, we don't need to pass the credentials. It will automatically take current user credentials as it is going to execute through browser. We don't need to pass credentials. Current user credentials it will take. Okay, I'm going to add good site site pages. Test classic. I'll click on more page. New report page. By default, it will be like this only. If we edit the page and stop editing it, you can see here empty pages. So if we edit the page, whatever the template we have chosen, based on that that web part, wherever we need, we can add. Okay, here I'm adding. Going to Median content. Why the content editor part is missing? They are asking to change settings at tenant level, so I'm going to tenant settings to add that script editor and content editor report. Okay, then only we can add custom script at the classic pages. Going to SharePoint Admin Center. Settings, pages notification, default admin center. Go to classic settings. Allow you see custom scripts. Oh, changes to the settings might take up to 24 hours to take effect. Okay, now I'm changing it. Taking after 24 hours, we could able to add that script editor and content editor report. Okay, and till that we'll use the previous one, test classic here. Edit source. Okay, one thing is here we can't give the text file and we can't write the JavaScript and all. So earlier we saw, right, it was automatically removing it. Try to add one more time. So always when you are writing code at classic sites, don't write directly. You may get chance like writing the code at the using content editor report. Just note these words: content editor report or script editor report. Script editor report. These two are the efforts to add custom. Okay, and that so when you are when you start writing the script, there is chance two ways you can write. You can either directly add script in the content editor script editor part, or you can add a text file or JS file. You can link the text or JS file in that content or script editor part. Okay, so it is recommended to add that script file in the site assets, then linking the script in that web pod. Okay, so here I'm adding new folder scripts. New template or else create one new file. What is the name we can use? Demo CSOM. So on the day I told, right, HTML and JavaScript tags we will be using here.
Yeah.
HTML inside script. There then body. HTML. So you know SharePoint designer.
Yes.
So here I don't have SharePoint designer. Okay, for in classic pages you can use SharePoint designer as well. You can directly create a text file. Let me check whether I have SharePoint designer. No.
In this system, I don't have, but I know SharePoint.
Okay, yeah, yes. Okay, instead of creating outside and uploading it, you can go through SharePoint Designer. From there, you can directly create text file and you can do modification. That is easiest way to manage. Okay, so in the body section, we need to write the actual content to be displayed. Editors, from table, here, name. Designing a table, name, ID, TD,
That ID is TD, not ID.
oh, okay. Okay. Right, ASSET is correct only, right? No, this is not taking.
We can directly add that code here.
Yes, even the script also not working, right? It is that also embed code. We'll try here because you don't have access to add script. Please contact us administrator if you think you should have rights to do so. The settings we can change, right? Maybe that is the one I think.
Yeah.
Removing the script is showing. Yes, even script editor web part also will be like this only. Okay, if you click here, it will go to edit snippet. From here, we can add the script. Okay, that will check the so we have changed the settings to now, so hopefully it will work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll start writing the script, and you also go through JSON with SharePoint list items. Okay, same structure only. Script editor, portal content, whatever. You need to
Okay.
refer this sp.js, and this is enough. You need to refer sp.js. Okay, then you can see client context, web list, and camel query. Same. This is client execute query async. On that day we discussed, right? So for CSOM we can use execute query. Here we need to use execute query async. This is asynchronous method. Okay. Here we
Okay.
can't use execute query. Okay. In the async method, we need to give success and failure methods. So what if success happened? What if failed? Okay, for success, on success method it will go. In that on success method, we are printing it. For failed message, we are giving logs. We are adding it in the logs. Okay, you go through it. This also same pattern only. Only thing is that syntax differs. Okay, let's try to add the script tomorrow. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Okay, and if you find time, you go through that w3wschools.com, that one also. Okay,
Yeah.
so you
Okay.
will be familiar with the all the tags and the HTML.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, okay. Thanks, Hamasti. Let's meet
Yeah.
tomorrow. Bye.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.